Hi everyone, I am Deshpande and I am here to share my breastfeeding journey in this breastfeeding week of 2021. I am a first-time mom to an 11-month-old baby boy Parth, and who would be turning 1 this 15. Yeah, I gave birth to Parth last year 2020 amidst COVID. I stay in Singapore with my husband and now with Parth. So we traveled all the way to India to give birth to Parth, and the moment I saw him, I think like all other moms, I just forgot all the pain and misery I was in. And there have been a lot of challenges, there have been a lot of problems that I faced, like all other moms, when it comes to breastfeeding, when it comes to, giving birth to Parth. So I would like to share my experience. First, I would start with the challenges. My birth was a C-section birth. So it was not thought of. I did not expect my birth to be a C-section one. I always thought I would deliver normally because I had a very healthy lifestyle. I followed everything. I read a lot of books. I walked, I exercised, I did everything that is needed, and people around me, everyone said you would have a normal birth, but yeah, every birth story is unique and it gives you surprises, and same was mine. So I delivered by a C-section, which itself put me into depression. It was one of the reasons for my postpartum depression. After that, when Parth was born, I thought, now that I already have my baby, it won't be that difficult to breastfeed him. And little did I know that I would end up in the biggest challenge of my life, that would be breastfeeding my kid. So Parth was put on formula because it's a normal thing, I think, everywhere, especially in our country, that once a mom has delivered through C-section, she cannot feed her child. So Parth was on formula in the hospital for 1 or 2 days. I could not see him. I could not see him, drinking formula, but I had no choice because I was on anesthesia. Post that, there were a lot of challenges that I faced. I had low supply, and I tried to eat everything possible to increase my supply, but it took time. My son was on breast milk and formula for almost 2 months. I had a lot of support from my mom and my husband, who would always kind of find ways to boost my morale and give me positive affirmations that this is not going to last forever. So I tried a lot. I mean, I used to be awake entire nights. I used to sleep only for 2 to 3 hours in 24 hours. I used to pump every 2 hours to make sure that my milk supply increases and my baby gets the right amount of milk. It was not sufficient for him, but I tried to kind of keep him used to my breast milk. I did not put that off. So it was very difficult. Those days were really difficult. The first 45 days when my kid was on both formula and breast milk. But then eventually I could succeed in weaning him off from the formula, and he was completely breastfed, and till date he's exclusively breastfed. So I would like to thank my support system, which is my mom, my husband, my in-laws, and everyone around who did not fuss about it. People did fuss, but because I had a strong support, I could survive. So I think it's very much essential you have the right set of people. I had a lot of good people whom I could talk to. One of them was Krishna Gigi, who is the owner of the Mom Experts. She was always there for me. She would give me affirmations. She would talk to me, and it would really make me feel better that I am not the only one. There were days when I cried a lot. There were days when I was happy that I could express only 50 ml of milk. So there were days of victory and there were days of failure. But eventually I think all of this counts a lot when you look back and when you see that okay, you were able to come a long way through. So I think I found my solutions through a lot of research. I joined Facebook groups, and they have been very useful. I could see all the information I needed there, and I could resonate with other moms, and it always makes you feel good that you're not the only one. You're not the only one facing it. I got a reference of a lactation consultant from a Facebook group. She helped me a lot, and I consulted with her online. I got a lot of help from her, and I started pumping only when my husband got the breast pump. It was not in my mind that I should pump as well, but the LC and my husband as well said that I can start pumping so that it might help increase my supply, and it did work wonders for me. It did help increase my supply. It did help my kid to get the right amount of milk he needed, and I think it's more of overcoming your challenges. It's more of having a support system that you always need, which I had. My only advice to all the moms out there would be do not give up. It's very hard, it's very difficult, but stay there. And even if it's a C-section, you can read in books. Please ask your doctor. You want to breastfeed your kid at the very moment he or she is born. You want to breastfeed your baby. That is your right. And I think it's not that you cannot feed your baby. It's not that you cannot form colostrum because you are a C-section mom. I have been hearing a lot about C-section. It took a lot of time for my recovery, but please, this is an advice from me that it's difficult to recover, but it's not difficult to feed your baby if you start right from day one. Do not fall in the trap of formula. Although formula is kind of boon as well, I do not say that it's kind of a boon for people who cannot feed their kids. Eventually try to wean off your baby from formula, and eat healthy, stay healthy, do not overstress. I overstressed myself. I had a lot of depression. It was 3 months postpartum, and it is worse. It does not take you anywhere. So talk a lot to anyone you can. Have a support system. If you cannot talk to anyone, find a consultant if you can, or you can talk. And the last thing would be, I am here today. I gained 12 kgs, during my pregnancy, and I have lost 8 already in 5 months, and I am on the journey to lose more to get my pre-pregnancy weight. So it's not that you cannot get back to your weight. So do not worry about all these things. Just enjoy your motherhood, and breastfeeding is the best thing any woman can do. It's a gift. It's a God gift that we have been given, and I wish all of you all the best and a very happy breastfeeding week. Thank you. Bye bye.